Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Well, quick outlook as we're heading into, or close at least, to the new trading week. Weekend is nearly over, so we have to get ready. Next week, Tuesday, we've got CPI data on Tuesday, obviously, to be published. I mean, that's probably the only really noteworthy event next week, but it's always worth talking about it when CPI is coming out. So it is Tuesday. I think they recently changed it to a different day. I think it used to be Wednesdays. I think they now swapped it something. But either way, that's going to happen on Tuesday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. The forecast here for CPI month over month is 0.1%. So reduction, yeah. And also CPI year over year is set to reduce further. So that's, however, the current market expectation anyway. So that just by hitting that wouldn't spark anything bullish or anything, yeah. The volatility typically comes from a deviation from what the market expects, both up or down. Looking at the daily chart, that situation is still unchanged. So what am I looking for next week? Definitely looking for a potential start of a wave 2 pullback. Again, as I record this video, there is no signal or no sign of a pullback that has started. So actually, when we talk about the shorter time frame, I'm still slightly leaning towards another extension higher, but this is now the risk, okay? So 27,280, technically the price could come down in a wave 2 to that level and still be bullish. And the bull market is quite robust above that level, in my opinion. Okay, if we break below that level, okay, something more bearish might be at play here. But this is basically the risk, which has definitely increased over recent days and weeks. We have reached the minimum expectation for the move up, and that is why I highlighted to you that, yeah, it could come down now at any time. So just be ready for it. There isn't really anything clearer that I can offer, so we have to wait and see what the market does. In previous videos, I shared a few ways how we can deal with that uncertainty. For example, holding a core position while taking some partial profits as the risk is high, and then adding again when we get back into a pullback zone. For example, down there between 27,280 and 32,316. Sometimes when Bitcoin is bullish, a pullback can be very shallow. Okay, just note that. But they can also be very deep. So this is basically the standard Fibonacci zone. So talking about further upside, if we see a further extension, the levels to watch are 38,270 and 43K. Anything above that would be not really bullish. It would look bullish, but it might rather emphasize the idea of this being a correction, maybe even an ABC structure in wave B, which could lead to completely new lows, or the move up could be an ABC structure, yes, but in an A wave. That means we would then come down in a deep B wave afterwards. Might not lead to new bear market lows, but could be quite deep, and then we could still go higher afterwards. That just basically means that the market would overheat a lot if we get into this region above 43K. It could then, for example, reach 50K, even 65K. But just be aware that while it would look bullish, especially short term, it could lead to a significant crash afterwards. So that's just sort of something to keep in mind. And it would definitely increase the risks significantly for a deep pullback afterwards. Shorter time frame perspective, nothing has changed really. All options still on the table on the shorter time frame. As I said, minimum expectations for this move up were fulfilled on Thursday. However, the move up just looks like a three-wave move, so I would slightly prefer another high, another extension. The fifth wave here in blue would provide that extension. And it could move into that ideal target area that I showed you on the daily time frame. If we, however, see a break below the Thursday low, which is at 35,840, so the Thursday low, it might differ from exchange to exchange, but sustained break below that level would make me take out the blue count. So that means one count that would allow for another extension higher has to be taken out. Then we still have the yellow count, which is an option, which would be a flat structure in which the wave 5 hasn't even started yet, but it would at the same time increase the risk for that deeper pullback. So I think we just need to be on the lookout for that pullback. At the moment, another extension either in blue or yellow is still slightly preferred, but that could change next week if the available price data changes. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.